going through the tutorial here of how to maintain your website. So simply go to a browser. I'm using Safari because I'm on a Mac. It's actually not recommended to use Safari. So if you use Chrome or Firefox, those are preferred. So in your browser here, type in the web address, rosecityconcreterepair.com, and at the end add wp-admin, and then press enter. And it should open, except my Wi-Fi is slow. This is your dashboard, so this is where you can make all of your changes for anything you need to make. Right now we have an admin login that gives you access to everything. Like you could change the theme, you could change the font. I don't recommend doing all that unless you know what you're doing, really know what you're doing. At this point, I will give you another login so that way you won't have an opportunity to change all these things. But for now, I just want to show you everything. So what I like to do, and this is just my kind of preference, and you can do this or not, is open up a second window, because that way we could just easily go back and forth. And I'll show you how that works. If you just hover over up here in the upper left-hand corner, Rose City Concrete Repair, and visit site, hold down, I'm on a Mac, hold down the Command key to click, or Control key if you're on a PC. Hold down that key and then click visit site. It opens up another window, and then this will be the actual front end of the site. So basically, so you have the terminology down. This is the front end, this is the back end. So anyway, that kind of helps you with that kind of stuff. Let's pretend we need to change. Can't imagine we're gonna need to change any of this stuff. Let me just real quickly go through how this works. This appears a slider. Actually, I didn't do it as a slider. It's a background image, and it's a video. These are actually feeding in these recent projects. And so if you get excited about something that you guys have done, recently, then I could show you how to add that. And it'll just auto-populate here. I'm going to show you how to do that first, because that would be the only thing I'd see you guys wanting to change. So let's go ahead and do it for now anyway. Go back to the dashboard. This is actually feeding in through the portfolio. So hit the dashboard and see this where it says portfolio. Click on portfolio. This is what the 4 that are in there currently. What I've added is this clone feature, and I recommend doing that. Highly recommend that. Just because you don't have to change all the settings each time, it'll just pick up what we currently have in there. Instead of just starting from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and just hit clone. And then edit. This is how we would, there's edit, quick edit, trash, preview, clone. So if you don't remember or don't know what it looks like, you can preview it by hitting preview. You can throw it away, obviously, or if you hit quick edit, it just gives you very limited options here. Changing the portfolio categories, which I'll talk about in a sec. Changing the published date, which is also important, I'll talk about in a sec. But like I said, just gives you very limited things to edit there. So we would just hit edit in this case, and it'll go to that page, so you can change whatever you need to change. So for now, this is going to be a different project. I'm gonna just make something up. Let's see. Let's see, concrete, commercial concrete, landscape, highlight. I don't know if that's even a terminology. So I changed the title of it. Make sure you copy this. This is important here. Click this permalink. This is like the link that it goes to. You have to change it here. And then hit OK. Don't worry about not having the hyphens. it adds it for us. If it ever adds it for us. There you go. And then I'm just gonna, then we would change the content down here. This is good because it has the whole structure set in here. The only thing you have to change is this top content. And I'm going to show you what that looks like so it's not confusing. So this is what the page looks like. It's just a picture of the project and then a very brief project description down here. The project details, what it took to do the project, and then an option to actually go get an estimate as well. So that's what the page looks like. So in this case, we just want to change the top content, which is the project details, blah, 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 just by, let me go through that again. I did that too fast. So if you hover over the part that we need to change, this pencil is what we want to do. This actually just clones this element. So if we wanted to, paragraphs of the same content, can't imagine you would. And then, of course, as you saw, that deleted. I don't save these elements. We certainly could if we, if we wanted to always have this button, we would save this button. But I tend to use the clone feature that I showed you before to just clone the entire page and then just change, oops, spelling, hi. Anyway, I'm not going to change this, but you would in this case. I just use the clone feature just because it's easier. So make sure you click the skills that are necessary for this. Let's say it has some brickwork. We'll just go ahead and lie about that. I'm going to, and in this case, I have set multiple featured images. So you don't have to put multiple. Let's just pretend we have one. So I would delete all the others. And then in this case, I would remove this one as well because I'm going to change it. So let me set featured image. And I hit set featured image. It automatically goes to our media library, as you can see here. If it's a new photo, we hit upload files. And then just upload the file as you would any other thing. When you hit this, it'll open up your computer finder, and then you just get the file. So I'm going to hit media library, and then in this case, I'll just pick something random. Set featured image. I'm going to publish this and then delete it because it's obviously not applicable. Publish, just to show you that it's working. And then in this case, it's not going to come up on this page, it's going to come up on the home page. So going to the home page by clicking the logo. Boom, there it is. You can see the necessity of actually having similar sizes in photos here. But that's how that works. And if you go to that page, you can see it. And then content we put in, we added brickwork, and there you go. So anytime you put in a new project, it actually auto-populates on the home page in the front spot. So that's what's going on. So there you have it. That's how to add a image to the project portfolio. I'm gonna go delete this puppy by hitting trash. And as soon as it decides to work, because my Wi-Fi's poops, it should work. There we go. And then press the reset so we can see that it worked. Yay, the 4 other photos are there. I'm going to also now show you how to add a fact. Facts. Anyway, you can see here that we have a whole page with facts on it. And let me make sure I have the right setup. So start. Yep. So again, with this one, I would actually just clone it and then just change the content inside. So let's go ahead and try that. And then go for the one that says draft, because that's the one that's new. And that's the same with the portfolio thing we just did. So let's say about how much would a driveway cost? Copy this, remember, and remember you're putting it down here and pressing OK. And yes, it is the full title. That's a lot, I know, but there you go. No image in here, so no need to do any of that. Hit publish. And then again with the Wi-Fi, snoozers. Let's go to our facts page. And again, you're seeing the beauty of the going back and forth, hopefully. Otherwise, you'd be coming in and out of this page. That would be really annoying. So in this case, we're just going to refresh so we can see. There you go. Boom. And then this is a toggle, as you can see, accordion or toggle, whatever you want to call it. That's how to add a fact. And I'm going to go back to the main area and delete that guy. And let's see, what else would we be adding? Services? Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to, so, services. So I have images here in, and let's see, how do I have that set up? The entire gallery. We also have the whole gallery. We have all of our work examples. I'm going to open that up. Work examples. Okay. So let's go to pages. And I'm going to show you how it's kind of constructed here. Work examples. Edit. So see where it says gallery here? There you go, gallery. I'm going to hover over it and look at the pencil. And you can see there's a bunch of images in there. Don't change any of this down here. We're just going to want to change these images up on top. So if you wanted to add more pictures, which you guys have, I'm sure have a lot, select images. We can hit add to gallery. And then again, you would in this case be uploading the files. So you would just hit upload files and select from your images. I'm going to go back here and then it would just auto-populate. The nice thing about this setup is, as you can see, it's like a masonry. So they've Tetrised in all the pictures. So if you have a bigger picture or a smaller picture, you're fine. It's just going to put it in where it needs to go in. So, alrighty, that's it for now. I will check back in a sec.